Hello everyone, and we are back with another video, this time a little bit different. We are going to be taking a look at a Honkai Star Rail Acheron statue. This is supposed to be a scale figure. Here's everything about the box. There's the art of her. Sides are not that all important, back's about the same. Let's get her open, shall we? Alright, and with the assembly and unboxing done, a little bit of a showcase. Yeah, no, this figure is pretty nice looking. I got this off of Amazon, I'll admit. I think this might be a knockoff of an official product. Or like a official, unofficial type of product. And this might be a KO of it, but either way, it looks really good for an Acheron statue. Everything looks fine, paint looks okay on my end, nothing looks too crazy. Nothing looks too out of the ordinary. Purple. Everything does pretty much match, minus a bit of shading difference, but it's an Acheron. I'm going to take it. I'm gonna take it as something that is gonna be within my collection as a holy grail. Yeah, no, but, yeah, that's the thing. This thing kind of hangs loosely because it's just sitting there in her hand, kind of loosely like that. So there's one complaint right off the bat. And we can't exactly fix, but we will work with it like so. What I like to do is have a little bit of the umbrella rest on the hair, so it's not doing anything too nuts. Because there's a way for it to sit. Sometimes it just doesn't want to sit. But yeah. Printing on the face, the eyes, looks pretty good, minus a few scuffs on the hair. These things are not going to be like one-to-one perfect and everything like that. I like how all the parts of her clothing, her outfit, her body pretty much are detailed. Yeah, no, this screams that it's supposed to be like a high-end design. Granted, I don't know the nature of this figure. I don't know. could be a knockoff for all I know, but it looks pretty nice for a knockoff if it is one. Everything. Material feels pretty good too. They even got the tattoo going on her left thigh, like so. All the detailing on the belts on the shorts, and the bandage under her right boot. The asymmetrical boots, a part of a Hoyoverse design. And the little bits from her, I think, official art or just inspirations of it. The little red flowers echoing what her ultimate form looks like. And then you've got Not, the sword itself. Not sheathed, or not unsheathed, but yeah. It's a lot bigger than I initially thought, but it looks really nice. I like the whole design about it. I've always was a pretty big fan of this take on Raiden May. Though this chain actually moves nice. Though the sword hangs a little loose. A lot looser than I would like, but I'll work with it. I'll just angle it if I need to get it to friction fit, because everything here works off of friction. That's kind of the whole shtick. Yeah, you gotta have it just sit like that. It's more closer to how it is in the official art. I'm just trying to match that at that point. Something like that. There you go. I will fix it on my own time, but everything else looks decent. Let's take a look at the back, because there's a lot of details here that kind of goes underappreciated with the official game model sometimes. And ooh, focus is so bad, huh? Yeah, focus is so bad. But there's the back. Side. You see a little bit of gray going on with her hair. That is accurate to the splash art. The official in-game splash art. Even a little bit around here. All this is pretty accurate. I must say that I think my favorite thing is the little, well, not little, the huge umbrella it comes with. You can kind of see the underside of the patterns that were shown on top. And then we go here. And then those are the actual patterns right there. Beautifully designed, echoing to her whole thing as a self-annihilator and Honkai Star Rail. And so far, yeah, no, I am definitely impressed. Impressed if this is an official, unofficial figure that's like, oh, it's gonna be good in your collection. I'd be even more impressed if this is a knockoff, because either I got lucky or they were able to make this look good for a knockoff. Oh, and yeah, she comes with a little token that's based off her ultimate, her energy symbol. In the game, pretty much the way she's able to activate her ultimate is she gets 9 of these stacks, which are based off debuffs your team would apply into your enemies, and then once you activate her ultimate, these become a bright red. So yeah, that's pretty nifty. I hate how the focus is not doing that. I'm just gonna, yeah. No, I would say here, let's do some size comparisons and go over each individual figure, but I'm just gonna take a few seconds to just let a bunch of pictures come up on screen, and just to show you what she looks like next to other scale figures, at least the ones I have. Yeah, so I'm gonna let it run for a few seconds, you know, just get some quick photos in here and there, and there you go. Alrighty, and with everything considered about this figure, I rate it a solid 8 out of 10, at least with me purchasing it. I don't know the full story of the situation with Amazon. I've seen this figure, I'm assuming it's like the kind of verified seller. I think it's called orzgk, orzgk.com. That seems to be a verified seller of it and not through Amazon. I might have gotten a knockoff if that's the case, but this is a really good knockoff and that's the case. I said if that's the case twice. Commentary out of 10. Beautiful. But yeah, am I really happy to add this in my collection? I have an Acheron figure finally. Acheron is like my favorite character in Honkai Star Rail. And she's my only E6 S5, which is basically maxed out. She's the only character I have maxed out to that level. So yeah, If you can find this figure, preferably an official verified retailer, I'll put a link down to them in the description below, not the Amazon link, just so we kind of get a better idea. I don't know the full situation. I like the figure though regardless. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that YouTuber garbage jargon, whatever, for my videos and my channel to really get places. Gotta say these things. Do I like saying them, repeating them over and over? Not really, because I'm gonna tell by viewership, likes, and all the other analytics if you guys really enjoyed the video, and of course the comments below. I just hate having to repeat it. But that's kind of the landscape. Anyways, is based off one of my favorite characters in Honkai Star Rail, Acheron, Raiden, Bosun, Mori May. Sorry, that's a spoiler, but who cares? And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. Take care.